one of the better ways that's going to activate your nurturing side rather than doing your nails, because a day later you're going to ruin them because you have 3 kids and you get dirty all the time. Hello lovely feminine women, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I have tried to film this video twice outside, but there's a spontaneous storm that rolled in and I took it back inside and I was going to scrap totally making this video, but I thought that it was a very important topic, so I'm going to just maybe give you as best as possible the content of this video and begin the conversation. If you are new to my channel, please hit the red subscribe button, like any video that you like. I guess you could dislike it, but it still counts as engagement. Leave me a comment on any video that you want. I like getting back to all of you, and of course, leave me a comment on this video if you have something to say. My name is Cynthia. I'm a millennial homemaker and I really like to talk about femininity, particularly due to my pageant experience since I'm a former Miss Earth Canada. We are going to talk about when femininity goes bad or when femininity goes wrong, kind of also synonymous with the topic of fake femininity, false femininity, however you want to talk about it, just like the bad side of femininity. I am not the first person on the internet to talk about this. There are some content creators that have been around for years and years who have also dived more in depth into this topic. I want to name one content creator that I absolutely love. She is so darling and lovely, and she has recommended my channel a few times and it has helped my community grow, and I am so grateful to her. Her name is Nicole Michelle from Inner Beauty TV, and I will also link her channel down below. A few disclaimers before we begin. I wanted you to know that this is not a video targeting a specific person or a specific group of people, nothing at all. These are just general behaviors, and I never want you to feel like I am this queen on a pedestal, the epitome of perfect femininity. I am not. Some of the things that I am telling you today are actually struggles that I have been through, and I just want to know that I really am on the same level as you and we are learning together. That being said, I do not go totally in depth on all the things I talk about on this channel, so I always appreciate when many of you give me your insight or leave me some comments down below on your opinion or just generally add on to the conversation. Okay, so without further delay, let's get into number 1, which is competition. Femininity, using competition, or femininity that makes you competitive. When you begin stepping into your femininity journey, you are going to see that you will embody some characteristics, or you will present yourself in the world, which is not so common nowadays. Especially if you live in North America, you will notice that the boss girl hustle mentality is really pushed on women today, and it is common to be glorified for embodying masculine characteristics. There is nothing wrong with living your life freely and being the type of woman that you want to be, but we are talking about women who want to incorporate more femininity in their lives. Once you do so, you are going to notice that you are not like other girls, and for some of us, this might give us a little bit of an ego. This might make us think that we are a little bit better than other people, especially if you are a single woman and you are getting some attention from the male specimen. You might be prone to use this to your advantage, to acquire material gains or to acquire certain promotions or whatever it may be in our world today. But you especially want to be careful, because when you do let femininity get to your head in a negative way, you are not being open to fostering community. When you think that you are not like other girls or you are better than other women, you don't have the opportunity to really nurture connections, and you kind of close off your spirit. This also might lead you to embody more feminine characteristics that are only skin deep. I want you to understand that true femininity is such a blessing to people in this world because it really shows the soft side of a woman. It is impossible to share your love with the world if you fall into that competitive mindset. There's also also the other element of if you are trying to act more feminine in order to deliberately try to compete with other women. This is also very negative because, again, it's going to block off any potential friendships that you have. And this leads me into my second point, which is adopting feminine characteristics as a means to an end. I want you to look at femininity like stepping into who you were truly meant to be, to stepping into a sort of freedom where you feel liberated to express yourself as a woman and to understand that femininity is not weakness. I could talk to you on and on about how to do your makeup, how to do your hair, how to walk more feminine, how to speak more feminine, and these are excellent tools in your toolbox to bring you to that state where you feel more confident. But those are only tools. Those are not means to an end. Those are things that you can do to help you feel girlier, which in turn might activate more of your deeper feminine side. Which reminds me of feminine leadership. You have heard me talk here and there a little bit about feminine leadership, and I have talked to you about this in a one-on-one setting because I've seen this play out a lot in pageantry as well as in the sorority world, as I was the president of a sorority. And what I found was that masculine leadership and feminine leadership are totally different, even though our society currently glorifies masculine leadership. The reason why feminine women tend to gather a lot of attention and they kind of are given certain things is because many of them understand feminine leadership. The masculine is more interested in competing to get that certain thing, but the feminine is more interested in inspiring others. When you inspire others with your softness, with your nurturing side, with your kind and giving spirit, this is feminine leadership, versus masculine leadership is your ability to acquire something. So this was a little bit of a tangent, but it comes back to my point about acquiring things. If you are trying to embody femininity because you want to get something concrete, this is more of the side of masculine leadership. Many women who tap into that truly feminine side of themselves do realize that things just suddenly happen to fall in place in their life. They realize that they can conduct their business from a totally new perspective, that they can conduct their friendships, their love life from a different perspective, and they gather the same amount or even more success. And it's kind of like a hidden secret, and this is because of feminine leadership. This is why there are poems and stories written about truly feminine women, because they are able to attract attention with kind of like this effortless type of flow. And one of the ways in which you can get to that point is to realize the deeper elements of femininity and to realize that those more superficial aspects of femininity are tools to activate and to help you on your journey in the more intense aspects of femininity. This leads me into my third but very major point, which is to analyze the longevity of your feminine lifestyle. Is your feminine lifestyle able to be maintained throughout the journey and the seasons of your life? This is why on my channel you will hear me talk here and there about sustainable beauty, about trying to find your perfect balance of feminine aspects. If you find that your routine and the things that help you feel feminine are not sustainable when you change jobs, for example, or when you have children, or when you get married, or when you age, then those are all indicators that you might not be concentrating on the right elements of femininity that are conducive to your lifestyle. It's easy to look on the internet maybe at people like me or other people, but just like I talked about in my What is Femininity video, it is okay to be femininely similar to another woman. That is totally fine, but you want to be able to distinguish between your femininity and your personality. Maybe maybe your personality and your lifestyle is not suited towards doing your nails every week, and you find that that is kind of a drag. This is an elementary example, but it is a simplistic example to show to you that your time might be better spent tending to plants outside. That might be one of the better ways that's going to activate your nurturing side, rather than doing your nails, because a day later you're going to ruin them because you have 3 kids and you get dirty all the time. That is just going to end up making you feel very frustrated. Now, there are so many more things that I could say on this topic, but it is a very sensitive issue, and for that reason I just wanted to keep it a little bit broad and to give you a more encouraging message concerning these pillars. I would love to know your opinion down below, some of the things that you think could kind of constitute femininity going a little bit bad, or just anything that you have to add to the conversation. I love you all. Please remember to take these points and not to judge anybody else, but to kind of reflect on your feminine journey, if you are on the right path for you. I will see you in our next video. Hopefully it's going to be a vlog, depending on when this goes up. I am trying to get a vlog up for you, but we have a lot of things going on in my personal life, so I'm just going to leave it at that, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.